Oh, Agrius, our sweet, sweet night lady, I miss you already. I hope we see you soon. Ah, you guys can't see. I've got my Agrius figurine here. I tell my son they're collectibles, they're not toys, but I don't really recommend these to people who are not a fan of the game because they're kind of expensive. Anywho, back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics here. Now, when I left you guys last time, I did say to get to level 15, so that's what we've done.
Very well.
Important note for Ramza here. Again, we're making our way to Thief, but from Thief, not now, but get Steel Weapon. We're gonna need this for next episode. Very important. When it comes to Thief here, Ramza is going to be my Thief because he's just very good at it. Steel Weapon is the first that I'd go for with Thief, and then I'd probably get the Move 2 ability, and then I'd get something like Steel Accessory, and then just work your way through all the rest of them. That's the order I would go with, whoever you're gonna make your Thief. But build-wise, he's still very much the same, sticking with the Monk. Lettuce here, we added some Summoner into the mix. Previously, she had some White Mage, so now we're going almost full offensive, but Summoner there does have some healing abilities. Damon, our Knight, same deal. He's just solid basically the rest of the game. We are gonna upgrade him a little bit later on. We got Robert, same deal here. Archers are just very consistent damage. And then for Evangeline, our White Mage, you see I mixed in some Time Mage, so kind of making this an all-around really good support utility character here. So that's our build. And we can just jump straight into, oh, you can also see our little pig army. It's growing. Now these pigs here, not too concerned with the tier 1 pigs. We're kind of looking for those tier 2, tier 3 pigs. So hopefully we have some of those before, or I guess when we get to chapter 3. But let your little pig farm grow. We'll talk about that later. But let's go ahead and we'll just continue on with the story here. And remember, we're going here with Mustadio to recover the stone to give to the Cardinal.
Bart's curs are nowhere to be seen. Yeah, there's no sign of a battle with Lionel's griffins.
So the Cardinal's
Something's amiss.
guys aren't here?
I'm going to see what I can find out. We'll meet afterward.
Where will I find you?
The Goug Lowtown is just down this road. We're not like to draw much attention there.
All right. Be careful.
Don't worry. I can take care of myself.
Something tells me Mustadio, he can take care of himself, but I feel like he just likes to find trouble. So, alright, goodbye Mustadio. We'll see you in a bit, I'm pretty sure. Now, Goug here is the only city in which you can buy guns. We'll just take a quick look at the weaponry there. Oh, there's also errands. Don't forget to do your errands in the tavern, by the way.
Warm welcome. You're interested then?
There's only one at the moment.
Need anything else?
Those are something you do off screen. We can talk a little bit more about rumors a little bit later on.
Of course.
Because, guys, there's some really good lore and detail in here. So if you are wanting more out of the story, this is definitely the place to go.
Anything else I can help you with?
We'll talk about some important events.
Thank you and farewell.
Probably next episode or the episode after that. But Outfitters
Looking for
here,
aught
this
catch
is
your
where we
eye.
can get guns now. There's only 2 guns you can buy, and this is the first one here. Guns are very good. So just know that if you want to stock up on these,
May
you
I
gotta
come?
do it at this city here. But we can just go ahead and just go straight to the Lowtown here. And of course, there's an encounter. Now this fight here is another one. Actually, this is actually it's not a tough fight, but it can spiral because they have thieves, and they will charm you.
Just
You
try
gotta
to
watch
stop
out.
me.
It's time.
Other than that, it's going to be a pretty straightforward fight. Making sure we
Fan
can get
calls.
the party. Now there are some instances, some fights where Ramza's positioning doesn't matter in the formation because during the opening cutscene, he will move and he'll just be placed on a map at a set location. I think this is one of them. We can just move him down here, put our white
You can
mage
rely
in a
on
more
me.
advantageous position here.
To battle!
So let's see what's going on in Lowtown.
Where are you, Mustadio? He should have been here by now. Could he have been captured?
A friend of Mustardio's, eh?
Hey,
Who's there?
Bring him out.
gee golly, he got captured.
I'm sorry, Ramza.
Have they hurt you?
Not a step further. I'd prefer to keep a little distance, if you don't mind.
You must be Ludovic. Let Mustardio go.
Ludovic.
You're either brazen or foolish if you think you can make demands here. Come now, Mustardio. Hand over the stone, and we can avoid a lot of needless unpleasantries. So, where have you hidden it? Tell me.
This guy's got one hell of a neck roll right there.
Is that how you want to play it? Maybe this will hasten your speech. You there! Out with the other one.
Father! What have they done to you?
I'm fine, son. Don't tell them where it is.
Show him inside. You know full well who you're dealing with. And if you know what's good for you, you will give me what I want.
The chimney behind Ramza. You'll find it there.
Bring it to us, would you? Small enough work to spare your friend's life.
By the way, Ramza is like the worst negotiator ever.
This must be it.
Still don't know exactly what those stones do.
Let them go.
Give me the stone.
Release them first.
It seems you do not grasp how this works. Let me make it nice and simple for you. Throw me the stone, then they go free.
He just throws it. I mean, it works out, but just know
A
that
true
Ramza...
zodiac stone. Ah, and what a pretty bauble it is. This should bring a smile to the Cardinal's face.
Ludovic is working with the Cardinal? Gosh, can we trust nobody in this universe?
You've been most helpful. Most helpful. But given what you know, I fear I cannot let you live. Take care of them. And see you do a proper job.
So he's just a bad guy.
The Cardinal. He was with them from the start.
Oh, and 2 summoners joined the mix. Oh, good. So a little bit of a tougher crowd here. We got 2 summoners, 2 archers. Now, Mustardio is part of our party here, or he's in the fight, but he's got no gear. Luckily, this encounter does not end if Mustardio goes down. So if you're worried about that, not a concern. We don't need to protect Mustardio here. We do have a time mage, or we have Evangeline here with time magic. Haste. An amazing utility spell here. This is one of the stronger support spells just because it's a great status. The more turns you have, the more times you can do actions, damage, whatever.
Nice! Ah, yes!
Perfect. Ramza being
Right
an
then.
absolute wrecking ball. Perfect for haste. Now, funnily enough, Mustardio, that's actually a pretty good move by Mustardio.
I must
Still
concentrate.
Has his unique job class abilities even without a gun. Now we got Ramza here, and I think we just get in there and just start punching. I want to get rid of these summoners. We do a fair bit of damage. Power Blast obviously is going to do the most damage for us because it's single target. That should be pretty good.
How about you?
Good job. Now these thieves, I think they'll just target Mustardio. So at least we have a little bit of reprieve at the early start of this encounter here. Okay, that guy is disabled, so he can't do anything. He's just gonna move away. Ooh, let's get our spellcaster in there. Lettuce. She has mana foot, so we are sacrificing a little bit of mobility to have basically a passive way to regenerate mana. I think it's a good trade-off. Now she does have some summons, and summons, like I said last episode, they cover a wide area. So very, very big, and they won't target, say, Mustadia. So we're gonna go ahead, cast it right there. We don't know how much damage it's gonna do to the thief, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. We pair this with Swift Spell. Look how fast our summon is gonna be executed right there. Really good.
What to do?
Now our archer, on the other hand, I'm wondering if we should. Let's get him up close. Okay, we can't reach their summoners yet. I'm gonna reset. We're just basically gonna single target this archer down. And we have plenty of turns. I love the aim abilities. This is gonna do a lot of damage to him, depending on how much this does. He may be dead. 98 damage. Pretty good, pretty good. But you see
It's
how much
time.
MP that just ate up of ours. And there goes the Mustadia. That's alright. Again, counter doesn't end when he goes down. She's going to charge on me. They're using fire us, so they've got some black magic with them. Now our knight's gonna take them. Oh no, they can get right in there, guys. So because this archer is aiming, we're gonna do a little bit more damage, but we still don't have any Arts of War. We're gonna get some Arts of War with him eventually. I probably have the points for it. I'm just not invested. We can get an aim 7 off. So that because her next turn, that 3 over there with the aim 3, that's not when she gets to move next. That's just when her aim is executed. So we're just gonna go all in.
Let me think.
117 damage. And luckily he's a knight, so he's pretty tanky in general. Good evasion there. Damage, 58, but Papa Potion procs. Only proc for one hit.
What have I done? I did
I don't
it.
remember what Vigilance gives him. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the spell again.
Come on.
Now, we've evaded two attacks with our Black Mage here, and that is because of the Mage's Cloak we're wearing. So if you see right above me there, that 18% and then 18%, that's what our chances are when we are facing enemies. So anything that is not basically a back shot, we have that percentage chance added to our evasion, even spells. Cloaks are amazing in this game. Obviously you're sacrificing mobility if you're using something like the battle boots, but totally worth it for a spellcaster here. On top of that, the Mage's Cloak, it gives us +1 to our magic attack as well. So really good for a spellcaster there. Now I want these summoners going.
Down with you. What?
Good job, Ramza. Level 16. 78 damage there. Good. Now White Mage here, just top him off. Ooh, look at that, 75 damage, 100%. We did do a little bit. We used our Orator to bump up our Faith by a little bit. So now they're both in the 70s. We want to aim for 84. 84 exactly. And why is that? Well, the Faith stat, if it's too high, your party member will leave to join the church. And that happens at 95. But I told you would like 84. If you hit 85 and above, every
I'm not
time
long
you
for this earth.
finish an encounter, a warning will come up for that unit, and they'll be like, should we really be turning to war? Shouldn't we turn to faith? And they will say that after every fight. It's very annoying. 84 faith, I think, is the sweet spot, and you'll be perfectly fine. But just to avoid that annoyance, 84. If you want to bump up your faith. Obviously, you can have it lower. Not a huge deal, kind of for you want to like min-max it a little bit. But we're getting back a little bit of MP here, so we can easily just cast another spell. Kind of want to hit these two because that thief over there, he's disabled. He's not going to do anything anyways. I want to get these archers off the field because I believe they have charm. And that can be a real pain in the ass. You get aim +1 off. We take care of that thief. 72 damage on that summoner. I don't know what he just said right there. So they're gonna keep targeting our black mage there. That's not a problem. Should be finishing up. This should kill. Yeah, easy. Their archers down. Ramza here. Haste it this entire time, by the way. So really quick.
You fish!
Really dead. Oof. That was a nasty hit. Our black mage, we need to still get everybody's bravery up a little bit more. You can see Ramza actually has 90 bravery. Again, the cap without buffing it up during combat is 97. So we want to get it in the 90s because that's what helps out our reaction abilities. And for our spellcasters here, it's actually pretty important because they're already a little bit, let's say, weaker, squishier than somebody like, again, somebody not like our knight. Our knight is very tanky. God, they are just wailing on our black mage here. I mean, rightfully so. Our black mage is our heavy hitter here. And it's like, oh man, can't cast Thundaga. Can't cast Shiva. Did we just move? Ooh, a little bit of NP back. See how this starts to go a long way for us. Oh, 160 damage. Love it. Let's see how that against... Okay, I just want to check the damage. Still a lot of damage here. We also picked up Golem as well. This is kind of a survivability summon. Really good for when all of our characters are together at the beginning of a battle. We're not going to use it just yet because we don't need to, but we will be using it later on. Let's just absolutely nuke this guy. And again, you can see Swift Spell. That is the go-to for spellcasters, in my opinion. Anything with the charge, super good. You're just going to get it off really quick and do a lot of damage. Let's our archer up over here. 25 damage. Just going to play with our aim to see what we can get away with.
I must concentrate.
I think she's done too. Ramza should be able to go over here. Do Aura Blast.
Surging rage erupt. An extension of my fist become Aura Blast.
Yeah, the chants are so cool in this game. Every spell, if you think about it, every unique character from Ramza and our generics, all of them have recorded voice lines for every spell that has a chant.
I'm in trouble.
There's a lot of voice lines. That's a lot of voice lines that potentially a lot of people are never going to keep.
It could be worse.
It's just wild to me. I love that they put that much time and effort into making sure the chants are in the game, recording them, even though they know probably, again, the majority of people are never going to hear it. But for people who love this game, it's out there and it's just a cool thing.
My father. I hope we're in time.
I think we're in time, Mustadia. We absolutely wiped the floor with those guys. Yeah, Ramza's an absolute machine right now. Especially when we put haste on him.
Are you all right?
My wounds will heal. But the aura sight, Ludovic will use it to wake the machines. The weapons beneath the city.
So, I think we already kind of knew that's what Ludovic wanted these stones for. To use them to awaken the ancient technology. But the Cardinal, his motives aren't clear to us just yet.
In time, he may even learn to harness the sacred power of the stone itself.
Okay, that's maybe what the Cardinal is after.
I never thought the man we turned to for help would turn on us. We've played right into the Cardinal's hands.
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I thought something of the sort might happen, so I took the precaution of readying a false stone.
Where did he keep that on him when Ludovic's men grabbed him? Was he just like kept it in his pocket? But this is why I said Mustadio, not completely useless. Even though he got captured, he is prepared for that, that outcome.
And that's the one I gave Ludovic.
The same. By now they've probably realized. Oh, to see the looks on their faces. That'll teach them for underestimating machinists. We can knock out simple replicas like that with our eyes closed.
Wait. 'Tis well and good that we have the true stone, but Princess Avilia and Lady Agrius are still in danger.
I don't think so. Agrius is right here. She's perfectly safe with me. But Miss Ramza has a point there.
Danger?
The Cardinal was working with Ludovic to get the stone. With his scheme laid bare, he will scruple not at the means to obtain his prize. In all likelihood, he will now try to ransom the princess and Lady Agrias for it.
That's ridiculous. He would only make an enemy of the crown.
Why do you think he wants the Orosite in the first place? The people tire of war. They tire of these endless struggles for power. They are afraid, and they seek salvation. I suspect the Cardinal means to use the legend of the Zodiac Braves to bring it to them. To create new heroes who would enthrall the masses and be his to command.
So you gotta imagine that, again, Duke Larg, Duke Goltana, they're kind of getting ready to go to battle against one another. Normal, common people probably don't want to get involved in another war, especially just because they just literally ended one, which they did not win. So you would think that there'd be a lot of people flocking to a third party, in this case, the church. And the Cardinal already has, he's a man of reputation, being successful in the war, a great warrior, and a man of the cloth. So he has his own castle. This is kind of his territory to the south. He could get a lot of numbers on his side.
For that, he would need the stones. The common folk look upon the Cardinal as a guiding hand, but it seems he looks upon them as naught but fodder for his ambitions.
It's as Ramza says. We cannot give the stone to the Cardinal.
Then we must rescue the princess and Lady Agrias.
Hell yeah.
And we will. But the roads leading to Lionel Castle will surely be blockaded. We'll never be able to approach from the fore. Let us go by ship to take them unawares. We set sail for Wargilis.
Wargilis. So, Mustadio is officially our first unique character, storied character, that is joining our party.
Let's get going.
Everybody up until this point has been a guest character, but now we have full control over Mustadio. So we'll take a look at his kit real quick. So we're taking him from the rear. I like it. So let's check out Mustadio real quick. Ooh, got another egg hatching. So Mustadio,
yes?
He's a machinist. And so he doesn't have squire. His unique job, again, machinist here. And he comes with the aim ability. I think there's another name to it because aim is for archers. But he has his machinist. I think his aim shot is actually what his skill set is called. I don't see it anywhere on this page. Anyways, he just has leg shot, arm shot, and then seal evil. Seal evil is mainly used against the undead characters, but you'll notice here, he doesn't have something like focus. So he doesn't have something he can just kind of, that makes him really easy to grind with. So that is a little bit of a pain in the butt. He also comes, he doesn't have as much JP invested as we do in our generic soldiers. These are my pigs, which is unfortunate. It's kind of a rub against this game is you have these generic soldiers that we've been leveling with and we have a good time with. We've got a little story with them. But then they throw these unique characters.
What is it?
And they're really cool. But again, they don't have the JP that we invested in, so it's almost like starting over. So you kind of got to make the choice. Okay, do I want to invest into kind of regrinding for these storied characters, these unique characters to kind of get them up to speed with our A team here, or do we just kind of leave them in the dust and keep our generic army here? Now, because this is a kind of a storied playthrough, and one of the changes with Ivalice Chronicles is these unique characters will have more dialogue, more voice acting in the story, in story encounters. Because usually when they join your squad, it's kind of the end of their story arc, because they don't really say anything for the rest of the game. So they've addressed that in this remastered. So we are going to be taking Mustadio. I think we're going to have to get rid of, or we're going to sub out Robert here, our archer. Oh, that hurts. But I think we'll treat Mustadio as kind of our new range physical character. But also, Mustadio makes an excellent chemist. So that because chemists get access to guns. So his unique job and then chemist, they just pair together beautifully. And at some point in this game, we're going to want a treasure hunter. And you want a treasure hunter that has low bravery. Now Mustadio's bravery, 60, it's not super low. There's actually another character we're going to get later on that has much lower base bravery. But I like to use Mustadio as my treasure hunter. So we're gonna have to lower his bravery at some point. Not right now, but just know going forward. Yep, we're gonna keep Mustadio here, and we're gonna see what he can do. Let's go ahead and just give him some battle boots. I think we then can continue the story. One last thing I actually want to mention as far
Greetings,
as gear and
or
equipment.
catch your eye.
These accessories here, the Guardian Bracelet, the Protect Ring. I would stock up on these. I would at least have like 3 of each just to be prepared, because these will, let me move myself down a little bit, these will give us immunity to some status effects. We haven't had to deal with too many status effects yet, as far as negative status effects. These, again, these are just to be prepared. This is a good time to do it. You don't need them just yet, but
May I
it's worth
wait?
mentioning right now. But we can just go ahead and continue on with the story. We're gonna sail all the way around. And we got a cutscene.
If the rumors are true, the city should be free of Lionel's griffins.
Chocobo sounds. There's Delita.
Delita? What are you doing here?
We have ears in many places. Few things escape our hearing.
Our?
We still don't know who Delita's exactly working with.
I say this for your sake, Ramza. Return to Egros. Delve no deeper into matters of royal maidens, or those of sacred stones.
So, stop trying to help the princess. Leave the Orsite alone.
What have these ears of yours been telling you?
You think to save a princess from a burning tower. In truth, you would but set her on a higher floor. There is only one person who can truly save her, and that is what I will do.
What do you mean, Delita?
It's simple, really. Noble endeavors do not always reach the end we desire. You cannot save the princess, however hard you might try.
So, Delita basically sees it as a lot of things are corrupt. Even if you're a good person like Ramza, you're trying to do the right thing, that would only put the princess in even more danger.
You do well to remember that.
Wait, Delita. What is your end in all of this? I fear I do not know.
The Dukes Larg and Goltana, your brothers, and all the rest. They are all of them swept up in a mighty current. A current they cannot see or feel. I simply swim against it. Nothing more. We'll meet again, I should hope.
So, Delita still seems like he's our ally, in some sense. We're still not very sure on like his motives.
Delita! Wait!
Oh, Ramza, you let him leave.
You would use the princess as bait to regain the stone? I would not expect such cunning of a man of the cloth.
Every time Gafgarian's in a scene, I just smile. Because he's sitting there saying, you know, religious guy, they're supposed to be truthful, pretty upstanding people. But he's sitting here saying, oh, man of the cloth, you're gonna use the princess as bait. Very clever.
You've some gall to speak, sellsword. It was you who let them escape.
That I don't deny. But it was not my task to stop them.
Still your tongue, Ludovic. We will hand Princess Ovelia over to Count Dystag as promised. That much serves us both.
So it seems like a deal has been struck.
But it is no concern of mine if those who know the truth of her kidnapping live. I had no hand in it. Be that as it may, the Beoulve boy, Ramza, has chosen to aid the gem thieves. If we use the princess to lure them out, we get 2 birds and 1 stone.
1 stone, get it, the Orsite, and you know.
I won't deny the truth of it. But such a plan has risks.
Hardly words I would expect from Goffard Gafgarian, the Black Bull. Your reputation would not cast you so craven.
I am cautious, Your Holiness. A soldier does not live to become old and grey, charging onto the field of battle unawares.
Very well. I will see that every possible precaution is taken. And let us sprinkle a trail of crumbs to ensure they find our snare.
I'll assume responsibility for the rest. You do well not to rely on that bungler anymore.
How dare you!
Ludovic. Yeah, he's just kind of, I'm angry.
I shall leave the matter to you, Gafgarian.
Your Eminence, you jape, surely.
Go in the light of the gods.
I fear their light is lost on this old sinner.
Your Eminence, you cannot mean to trust this to a man like that!
I trust things to those who can be trusted. Men who fail me time and again are rewarded in another way.
What way could that possibly be?
Your Eminence?
That was graphic. Sorry for the abrupt cut, everybody. I just realized my mic volume was down and messed up. I don't know how it happened, just did. But in the original version, what I want to say is, obviously there was no voice acting. So when a character would die, it would just do like this bestial like, ugh. Anyways, I kind of need to go back to the classic version that comes with this edition and see if they kept in those sounds, because man, they were so good. But let's go ahead, let's get into the next encounter here. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a certain Holy Knight. Now, I know I just said that Mustadi, he's going to be in our army, and I said he's going to replace our archer. But more so, we're not just going to sideline Robert there. We're gonna work him in when it's
I shall do my best.
when it's good for him, as in it's good to have an archer here. And this is definitely a map that's good to have an archer.
I won't disappoint.
So instead of taking our Knight Damon, we're gonna take our archer.
No turning back.
Because I feel like he's gonna do a lot better in this map because it's a big map. There's our girl. There she is.
Where have you got off to, Gosling? Won't do to hide. There you are. Come along quietly now. What do you say?
Oh, here we are.
Ramza.
Lady Agrius is beset! To arms!
Well said, Ramza. Let's do it. So we do have to protect her, but unlike most characters we have to protect with the objectives, Agrius can take care of herself. She's very tanky, she has a shield, she has a lot of HP. Not really worried about her. We are going to cast some protect on her though, or should we give her... Okay, no, our spell can't actually make it there, but we can just open up with haste. And so Evangeline there will basically be a support battery that has a lot of speed. And Mustadio here, they just have a black mage and an archer to deal with. So we're going to try arm shot. 58% chance, that's pretty good. Definitely worth the risk there. It paid off for us, good. Evangeline, always gonna succeed with haste on herself. Now for Ramza, we just want to move him straight up there, and we want to deal with this black mage. Definitely the highest priority target. And our own black mage, I think we'll be able to hit him with our range. Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna hit Ramza too. Oh my god, we'll kill Ramza. No, we don't want to do that. That would be a bad idea. But we can use Shiva. Again, one of the benefits of Summoner is they don't target your allies, even if they're in the AoE area. Now, over here, we don't need to worry about the Black Mage right now. We can go ahead and just focus fire on the archer. Oof. So we have a lightning bow. And so with elemental weapons, they have a chance to proc that elemental strike after you do the physical damage. So right there, that's not going to happen every time with the lightning bolt, but there's a chance it's going to happen. That time it worked out for us. Calling in Shiva. We've already seen her. She's great. She does a lot of damage. Black Mage done. Good. That's a big thorn out of our side.
Ramza, what are you doing here?
We're saving you, my love. Duh.
We've come to rescue you. We thought to breach the castle from its postern. But why are you here?
The Cardinal betrayed us. Was betraying us all along. He plots with Duke Larg.
So I'm guessing that she walked in, overheard, or maybe saw Gafgarian show up and then heard what they were planning.
We escaped the castle, but the princess was retaken. I was returning to save her, and here you find me. That we should thus reunite could only be divine providence. We must hurry, Ramza. They need to execute Her Highness.
So now they're gonna kill the princess.
First these, then the princess.
Right.
Right. We're gonna look at Agrias's moveset.
This fleeting
Oh, here we go.
life. Cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment Blade! Take
Love it.
This.
Yes. I don't think you guys understand. I live for these those sword chants. They're so good. The writing. Ooh, they got a knight that has a little mix in with monk. Strong combination. Wait, oh. And that thief has, I mean, that archer has some thief abilities. Don't want them to steal my bow. Takes a big hit there, but auto potion's gonna keep Ramza completely safe. Black mage not gonna be able to do anything. Now our white mage here. What to do? As far as what abilities, how should we buff them? Could give him haste. Sure, let's give Agrias their haste and just set her loose. Now our white mage does have mana font, so when she moves she gets mana, so I should have moved after that. Aim 4. Auto potion. We have nothing but high potions. They're never going to be able to hurt us as long as they don't kill us outright. So we can go ahead. This is actually a good time to use auto battle because it's like, what is Mustadu going to do over here? Well, he's just going to shoot the targets. So we just set him to auto battle, and he'll just start plucking away at them. And it's our white mage again. This is what's great about white mages, guys. They are very quick. And we can give Ramza haste now as well. 95% chance. Probably going to go through. There we go. And now Ramza, I think the next target we want to deal with is the archer there. I don't know if Aura Blast is going to have that height though. Oh, it does. Nice. 42 damage.
Surging rage erupt. An extension of my fist become Aura Blast.
Sweet.
Now.
Sweet. Good call there, Ramza. I like your champ, brother. Our own black mage, we're going to get into the mix. Probably going to nuke these knights. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. Now, there's a chance he will block it, because he has a cloak, probably. Same with Mustadio. We can do the same thing for our archer here. Just say, hey, just attack, and then those two will be, they're completely fine. I'm not really worried about them. Agrias just gonna go absolute, you know, night mode on them. Zap, done. Aura Blast triggers our auto potion.
One step at a time.
Really, the only threat there is that archer. This one, not really worried about. They do need to deal with them before that black mage gets up. That could be problematic. Now we could protect our black mage here. Not necessary. I think they'll survive the shot anyways, but might as well do something with them. Get a little bit of mana back. Protect succeeds. Mustadio's gonna go. Probably take care of that archer. Ah, dead. And then Ramza should be able to one-shot. Nope. Close. Ooh, a crit. Ooh. Oh, that could have been really bad if we didn't put protect on our black mage there. That probably would have killed him. I mean, luckily our cloak evaded that magic attack. Cloaks are great, guys. If you want a little bit of survivability for this, you know, sacrificing some movement, cloaks are fantastic. I used to sleep on them all the time, never pick them, but I've kind of like rotated around saying, you know what, cloaks, those are really good. A little bit of a trade-off. Oh, we don't even need to do a full cast. This is... Black mages are just one of those classes where they're an early pick. So like, I feel like a lot of people transition out of them because they're like, ooh, I want to try new things. But man, if you just stick with the black mage, they're gonna do so much work for you. You know, we might cast a little. Let's cast slow. because Time Mage, you know, it's just as important to debuff targets as well. Why did I even cast slow on him? He was dead.
There is no.
Yeah, I just cast slow on a dead man. Perfect. All right, this fight's over. They do have that black mage to deal with, but they should just be able to gun him down. And then by the time Agrius is gonna get over there, 90 damage. Whew. That's the scary part. Enemy spellcasters, very scary. This is a good time to have Ramza just use bravery or steel on himself to increase his bravery, because again we want that to be, we want to get that to 97, because he's gonna need it. It's very important that Ramza is very self-sufficient. We'll just give Agrius haste again. Nothing big we need to do here. And miss. Wow. Okay, you're good. One more shot from Mustadio there. Easy peasy.
Lady Agrius, are you all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
I'm fine, but we cannot afford to tarry. They're taking the princess to the Goug Lowtown gallows.
Goug Lowtown
It's
gallows.
not far, but we've little time.
That's a little bit of a mouthful.
Of course. With all haste.
Right, so now we get our second unique character, and that is Agrius. And whew, she's got those Holy Knight abilities, which are so good. There we go. I was gonna say, she is joining our party, right?
My
Easy
sword is yours.
choice there. Easiest choice we've ever had to make in this game is taking Agrius with us. So, we're not going to go to the castle just yet. We're going to go to basically where they're going to execute her, or the princess. It's a little bit of a diversion there. Now, Agrius is a really good spellcaster as well as a physical damage dealer. She's kind of a jack of all trades, because her Holy Knight abilities, they do a good amount of damage, but those status effects are really strong too. You want those. But she also is, again, a really good spellcaster, so I think we're going to mix her with a little bit of a white mage. And so that's the last encounter we're going to do for this video. But off screen, we're going to get Mustadio, and we're going to get Agrius probably up to like level 17. We'll just round everybody else out at 17. And then that way, we can just go straight in, finish chapter 2, because we're essentially at the finale. Chapter 2 is not very long. But I do want to leave you guys with, if we go into events here, there's actually a scene
of those who
that was in the original game that just never played. And so they did put it in this one that we could view it, but it didn't happen in the like chronological order that it should have. In fact, we probably should have played this a little bit earlier, because it has to do with Mustadio and his father. It doesn't really change the plot or anything, or do anything major, but this was already in the game, and there's an achievement behind watching this, by the way. So it's this one right here, Seekers of the Stone, or Seeker the Stone.
Take this, take it, and run.
Run? Run where?
No use hiding. We know you're in there.
I won't leave you. Come on.
I can't run, not with this leg. Heed me and go.
Do you really think I could leave you here?
That stone has the power to destroy entire kingdoms. No, to distort creation itself. We cannot let a man like Ludovic have it. You must take it somewhere safe. Go to Cardinal Delacroix. He'll help you, I'm sure of it.
So that's where Mustadio got the idea.
No one answered, so we let ourselves in. Now, if you'll kindly hand me the aura sight.
Go, Mustadio. Go now.
Don't just stand there. After him!
So really, it's just funny. This is a little bit tidbit that this scene again was in the game, the original game. They just, for whatever reason, they didn't put it into the story, and they didn't do it this time around either. But they kind of left it as an Easter egg that we could view. So just a little, again, Easter egg there for you guys to end the video. Again, I apologize for the audio issues. I should have double checked that, but that won't happen going forward. And yeah, get your parties up to level 17. Of course, you can just over level a little bit too if you want to. But again, we're trying to stay on par. And level 17 should see us the rest of the way through chapter 2. But I will see you guys then. Take care and peace.